Everyone to Your Comments Matters. I'm your host, Minister Love, where we're bringing to you church news. This is season 26, episode 23. Ooh, today's church news, we're going to be talking about it's the People's Church. This is coming out of Local 10 News, and I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this video on today's show and the comments that's going to follow, because you probably seen this video and made some comments. As you can see, the people are protesting. They're talking about greed in the church. It's the People's Church. So again, let me say thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right here for Your Church News. Well, let's get into the video, shall we?
Churches across South Florida are being sold with no warning to their congregations or even their pastors.
Tonight, many members expressing their outrage. Local 10's Aaron Mabin is live in West Park with the details. Aaron.
Yeah, well, members of this West Park church right here are fighting this, the for sale sign. And they're not the only ones. So are members of churches in this same network. So today, they took to the sidewalk to demonstrate because top leaders from their churches are here in town.
We do not want our church sold.
Friday evening, a group marched outside the House of God Church, Keith Dominion State Complex site in Pompano Beach. They are raising their voices.
If you would have told me when I was a kid that one day I would be protesting against my very own church, the church that I love so dearly, I would have disagreed with you adamantly.
They are raising their voices to demand answers after recently learning their churches could soon be sold off.
Save our church! Save our church!
The House of God in West Park has been in Jerry Hicks' life for decades. He helped build it.
Where were you when I dug the ground? Where were you when I needed help?
We've learned 4 other House of God sites are also listed for sale in Miami's Liberty City, Dania Beach, Miami Gardens, and the site in Pompano Beach. The market value of the West Park Church over $1 million, but the current realty listing set at $799,000.
I feel awful. I feel disgusted.
The Tennessee-based House of God Keith Dominion East Coast sent a letter earlier this month about the closure. It said in part it was initiating a sacred pause regarding these matters until further notice to conduct feasible due diligence. But the listings we saw are still active.
Our voices will be heard, and we're willing to fight.
And the bishop who runs all of these churches wouldn't explain exactly why they're on the chopping block. He just referred us back to a previously issued statement. Now, as we talk about these churches, so many people say that losing them could silence their legacy. You heard that one man say that he built it. We've heard a number of those stories. You know, some people built it. Their relatives also purchased the land. So now they're looking at getting an attorney to fight this situation. We're live in West Park tonight. Aaron Mabin, Local 10 News.
There it is, everyone. Right there, isn't it? Wow. There's what the signs mean now. That's why they're protesting. It's the People's Church. So their churches are being sold right out from under them. And I'm wondering who's getting that money? Who's getting that money? Because these people probably not going to get that money back. All the sweat they put into the church and the tithes and offerings they gave going to the corporates, the corporations that own them, I'm sure. Oh my goodness, that is just horrible. Churches being sold and founded way back in 1965. Well, I know there are some comments on this video for the show today. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss the comments coming up right now. All right, here we have our very first comment on It's the People's Church. Is coming from Juana Mose. Juana Mose says, the biggest money-making business is religion. Unreal. Ooh, got 46 thumbs up on that one and 9 replies. You know you telling the truth. Now, you know your comment matter. It mattered. I even agree with that one. Okay. It's the People's Church. And like she was saying, it's a business now. It's a money-making business. It's tax-free. And corporations are owning it. These families owning it, and like the big ones, like Coppola and them and stuff, and all them big ones, they own it. It's in the family, from father to daughter or from father to son. Wow, this is just, oh my goodness. Take a look at another commenter. All right, this one is coming from China Expat. Says, why didn't they buy the land with all the money they made? She's asking the question, why didn't you buy the land? Because, that's the real estate. See, it's not the building on the land that's the real estate. It's the land itself. The dirt, that's the real estate. Because if you own that, then what you build onto that is yours and nobody can sell it from you. Because you own both the building and the land. Oh, good question. Here we go to a good one. Angry Ovaries. Ooh, what a name. Okay, you got to comment. Angry Ovaries says, hold your churches accountable with your donations. I remember we would hold monthly meetings with the church council to go over finances and new projects. If your church isn't actively doing any community service outreach, where is your money going? Why do these mega churches need such extravagant buildings? Why do these pastors at said mega churches drive in expensive cars and living in mansions? I remember when churches would go out into the community and offer free Bibles. What happened to that? Angry. Oh, girl, look at here. Angry. You were so angry. You got 4 thumbs up on that comment. Okay. Woo. She said, you better hold these churches accountable. You need to know what's going on with the books. What's happening? That's a good one right there. Take a look at another commenter. This is coming from Big Boy Larry. Says, remember the pastor a few years ago that told the ushers to go lock the doors until his congregation coughed up $40,000 in donations? Yeah, I remember that was Marvin Sapp. Y'all remember that one? Literally kidnapping and extortion. Belief in God is not a problem. Monetizing it is. Sad that so many churches these days are nothing but tax scheme shelters and religious leaders taking advantage of those eager to listen. I was young when I saw that my family struggled in poverty, never had a new car, never had new clothes. But the pastor at the church drove 2 brand new luxury cars. And he went on and on, but I didn't catch the other part of your comment, Big Boy Larry. But right there, you said a mouthful. You got 3 thumbs up on that comment, Big Boy Larry. And I'm sure there's others that agree with you as well. All right, then, everyone, we got time for one more commenter. This is coming from O. Hellstrom. Old Hellstrom. All right, okay. I'm telling y'all with some of these names. Ooh, let me tell you. All right, says, when you actively participate in calling yourselves sheep, you can't complain when they pull the wool over your eyes. Ooh, I ain't never thought of it like that. She got 7 thumbs up on that comment and 1 reply. Now, y'all really got to think about that. You really got to think about that. I got to read that one again. Your comment matters so much. I've never done this before. I got to read that one again. She says, when you actively participate in calling yourself a sheep, you can't complain when they pull the wool over your eyes. Wow. Talk about your comment matters. Woo-wee. That's going to do it, everyone, right here for us here on today. Just want to give you another friendly reminder. Go over to the Bible Talk Show on our YouTube channel. Sister Sandra and I are doing a great series talking about the what ifs in life. Take a look at who's having a what if in this text coming out of 2 Kings chapter 1, verse 12. So Elijah answered and said to them, if I am a man of God, let fire come down from heaven and consume you and your 50 men. And the fire of God came down from heaven and consumed him and his 50. Ooh, Now that was an if, wasn't it? So Elijah said if he put his own condition on himself, and the consequence was he was a man of God. Why do we know? Because fire came down from heaven. Talk about a what if. What is your what if that you're having today or yesterday, or you're going to have one tomorrow? Every day we got some what if. All right, then, everyone, go over to the Bible Talk Show and become a subscriber today. All right, that's going to do it for us here. I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to Your Comments Matter to get your church news. See you on the next video.